Hi everyone, I just wanted to take a couple minutes and welcome you to Epicure. Congratulations on starting your own new business. My name is Leah Klein and I am a senior leader with Epicure, and I'm really excited to be sharing some just getting started tips and some frequently asked questions that you may have as you begin your new business. So really exciting time for you and time for all of us in the United States. Epicure just launched in the United States in August of 2019. So it is a ground floor opportunity and you are here and in the right place at the right time. People are looking for quick, easy, and healthy meals, and that's what Epicure has to offer. So congratulations. This is going to be really exciting and we can't wait to see how your business grows. I just have a list here of things that I'm going to go through so I can make sure to answer some getting started tips and frequently asked questions. And then don't hesitate to reach out if anything ever comes up. I wanted to begin with how to get started. And if you have a pen and paper, you might want to write down some of these little points as we go. But the first thing you need to do to really officially start your business is decide how you want to launch it, okay? And there's several different ways to do that. One would be to do an online cooking class. Okay, so that involves an event on Facebook where you use a series of posts and things to share about Epicure, and your customers then can shop. Another way to launch is to do an in-person cooking class. So there is lots of training and how-to videos in our back office, which is found at myepicure.com when you log in, and you will find all information on what a cooking class is and how to do it. So you could do a cooking class in your home, invite people that you know, and share about Epicure. You could also do it online, and you can also do both. So if you are looking to do an online cooking class and launch your business that way, that's great too. And there is a how-to document for that. So if you need it, I have it. It's a Google folder of information. It says how to do an online cooking class, what you write, pictures to post, all of that. So reach out to me if you need that information. So you need to have a way to launch to start your business. You really just have to make it official, pick the date, set it in stone, and that's how you're going to kick things off, okay? From there, I recommend making a Facebook group right away. You're going to want to make a closed Facebook group, and if you need help with that, let your leader know, or myself. But you want to have a closed Facebook group and use it as a place to share recipes that you're making, share your favorite products, invite customers to be in that group and potential customers so that they can start seeing more about what Epicure is all about. And it's a great way to create a community, share things, and just grow your customer base. And then you really just, after you've picked a launch date and you have a Facebook group, you just want to share as much as you can. Whether that means giving samples to people, giving catalogs to people, posting on your Facebook, sending messages, telling people. You just want to start sharing. You want to start asking people, if they want to order, if they want to host with you, if they want to join and do this with you, because you're not going to do this alone. You'll have people to help you, and then anyone that you would sponsor. So we are there to help. And it's okay if someone starts the day after you and joins with you. You'll all just learn together, okay? So Epicure does what are called cooking classes, as you heard me mention. That's their term instead of like a party, okay? So when you're in your back office, again, at myepicure.com, that's you can do lots of things from there. There's business tools, there's marketing materials. You can order in your back office, and you can create a cooking class. A cooking class just basically means a collection of orders, okay? So a cooking class can be a collection of orders that you personally collect. It can be that you went to someone else's house and did a cooking class for them and their friends. It can be an online event where you did a cooking class online on Facebook and people ordered. It's just a collection of orders. Now you're also going to hear the term qualified cooking class. So write this down. A qualified cooking class is 4 different orders from 4 different people that total a minimum of $250, okay? And at $250 and 4 different orders, that is called a qualified cooking class. So you would have those orders all entered together in your back office under a cooking class. And at that point, it's qualified, okay, which means that you met those minimums. And you will also, whoever the host of that cooking class is, will get free rewards or free Epicure. So that is the benefit of entering cooking classes, because if you host, you can host as many times as you want, meaning you can collect orders under a cooking class with yourself as the host as many times as you want. And that is how you are going to incentivize other people to host, because they can earn free Epicure, okay? Now, there's a couple of other things you want to write down. So when you enter a cooking class, if you are the host's order does not count towards the $250 or the 4 order minimum. So if you put yourself in as a host, if I put myself in as host Leah Klein, and I wanted to place an order on that class, it would not count towards the minimum 4 orders or $250. I could put an order under my husband's name and that would count. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Same with if you have your friend Susie who's hosting. If Susie wants to place an order on her cooking class, it's not going to count towards that minimum $250 or 4 different people. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. The other thing about cooking classes is that Epicure has a really amazing fast start program that you're going to want to take advantage of. Your fast start period, you'll want to write this down again, is your first 3 full months in business. So let's say you join in September. September actually doesn't even count as your first month. Your first month will be October, second month November, third month December. So you have until the end of those first full 3 months, which would be the end of December, if someone started in September, to earn a variety of prizes and incentives on top of the normal commission and things that you would make. Okay, so when you submit your very first qualified cooking class, we went over what that means, you get an Epicure pin, which is just a really, little gift of saying you've launched your business and let's keep going. When you submit 4 cooking classes, qualified cooking classes, by the end of your first full month, so in this case, we're going to use the example of September, you get $75 in free Epicure instantly. You get to pick out whatever you want. If by the end of your first 2 full months in business, you have submitted 8 cooking classes, you're going to get $150 cash deposited to your bank account as a kit reimbursement. You've made back the cost of your business kit. And then if you submit 12 qualified cooking classes by the end of your first 3 months in business, you will get $100 in free Epicure and free registration to our conference. And that's going to be in a different place every year. For 2020, it is in Vegas. So it really depends when you're watching this video. But there's a conference every year, and you would get free registration to it if you completed your 12 cooking classes. So that is definitely a fun incentive that will take place during the first 3 full months. Other than that, if you want to enter or put in a cooking class, it's very simple in your back office. You're going to click down the tab. There's a drop-down tab, and you're going to select My Cooking Classes and then create a new class. So whether you're hosting it and collecting orders or somebody's hosting for you, you can enter the host's name there. And then from there, you'll be able to, it will generate a shopping link for you. So you can take and copy that link and give it to friends and say, here's my open cooking class if you want to place an order. Or if Susie's hosting, she can share that link with her friends so that orders get credited right to her class. So if you wanted to place a personal order for yourself, you can do that under the Orders tab in your back office, or you could place it under a cooking class, like I mentioned. So maybe you have a cooking class open with yourself as the host, and you just, want some items, but you want to put it towards a class so that somebody is accumulating rewards. So you could place an order under a cooking class, and again, do your husband or your child, someone at your house, put their name in and place an order, and that way it will be counted as one of the 4 different people ordering in the minimum $250. The other thing I was going to say about cooking classes, you definitely want to write this down, is that whatever date you put in for your cooking class, let's say you select a date of September 20th for the cooking class, your class will automatically close 5 days after the date you selected. So if you put in September 20th, it's going to close on you, meaning no more orders can be added to that class on September 25th. So sometimes it's smart to pick a date that is not the actual date of the class to give yourself more time to get orders. So if you had an in-home cooking class on September 20th, sometimes it takes time for the host to finish getting orders from friends and to close things up. So I would suggest giving yourself more time. Maybe put that the cooking class is actually September 25th in your back office. That way it won't close till the 30th. And you give yourself a good 10 days so that it doesn't close on you. But you can also go in and automatically close it at any time. Once it's reached 250 and the 4 minimum orders and you're ready to close it, you can manually click close. Once you've closed the cooking class, it's after closing that you would redeem your free Epicure earned, or your host could redeem her free Epicure earned. The other thing that sometimes people ask is they say, oh, I see your posts on your Facebook group. Can I use those posts? The answer is absolutely. You're welcome to use any pictures or images you see. We all share here. The one thing I would recommend with posts is that sometimes it's just helpful to change up the wording, because Facebook doesn't like when the same picture with the same words are being posted everywhere. So if even you just change a couple words, that's super helpful. But you're more than welcome to use any pictures and posts that you see. So we understand that everyone wants something different when they start their Epicure business. Sometimes you don't even know what you want out of it. You're just excited about it. And what you want out of it can change over time. So I encourage you to kind of think about that, dig deep, set goals for yourself, even if it's just, a couple $100 extra a month, whatever it happens to be for you. But just know that, first of all, this is not magic. People don't just magically come to you and want to buy. People don't just magically come to you and want to host or join this business with you. It does take effort, consistent effort. It does take reaching out. So you kind of have to be bold and not be afraid to just ask people, and make it about the other person, not about you. Don't say, will you host a cooking class for me? Say, are you open to hosting a cooking class and getting free Epicure and learning some quick and easy meal ideas and sharing it with your friends? Make it about them and how it's going to help them. But again, you have to ask. Chances are, if you're feeling like you don't have the number of classes that you want, it's because you haven't asked enough people. It's definitely a numbers game. You're going to hear lots of people tell you no. You just kind of have to brush it off. Don't let it bother you. We all get no's. Okay. My very first, I used to do another business before this that actually closed before I joined Epicure. And my very first party that I tried to host, only one person RSVP'd. Okay. I ended up canceling that and just restarting and coming up with a new plan. And, 4+ years later, I am still loving the direct sales industry, loving what it has to offer as far as income, vacations, flexibility, friendships, community, all of the things. So all of that is to say that you are going to have failed cooking classes. You're going to have lots of people say no. You're going to have people say no that you consider a really close friend, and it's going to hurt your feelings, but you're going to keep going, right? It's all about your mindset. You can do this if you want to. So I am really excited for you. I'm here to cheer you on, and I can't wait to see how your business grows. So reach out with any questions. Again, welcome to Epicure, and let's just get you started.